Let me ask you something. Do you really think your car is healthy just because it starts every morning? Because what if I told you that a small hidden sensor, no bigger than your finger, is quietly destroying your engine, killing your fuel economy, and even poisoning the air you breathe, all without triggering a warning light? You wouldn't even know it's happening until your car's performance drops, your gas bill skyrockets, and worst of all, the damage becomes permanent. And guess what? Over 68% of drivers in the US are unknowingly driving with a bad oxygen sensor right now. That's not just a number, that's you, your family, and even the car expert down the street. Why? Because the oxygen sensor doesn't always fail loudly. It doesn't throw a tantrum like a dead battery or a blown fuse. It fails quietly, secretly, slowly, killing your engine's efficiency from the inside, like a virus. Still not convinced? Let's break it down. This one tiny part controls how much fuel your engine burns. If it starts lying to your car's computer, even by just 5%, you waste thousands over time. You might smell something strange, feel sluggish acceleration, see your check engine light flicker on randomly, or hear rough idling, and you'll probably ignore it. Big mistake. Because when the oxygen sensor fails, it's like your car is running blind. It has no idea how much fuel to inject, no clue how to maintain the right air-fuel ratio. It's like letting a blindfolded man shoot arrows at your engine. And trust me, the damage isn't just under the hood. A faulty O2 sensor increases emissions dramatically. That means you're literally polluting more than 10 normal cars combined. And guess what? The emissions test? You're going to fail it. The penalty? Hundreds. So, before you keep driving like nothing's wrong, ask yourself this: is your fuel economy quietly getting worse? Does your engine feel slightly rougher than it used to? Are you breathing in harmful fumes while stuck in traffic? If you answered yes to even one of those, you're probably ignoring a faulty oxygen sensor, and the cost of waiting is only going up. So, now that you know how dangerous this hidden killer really is, let's expose all 10 silent signs and symptoms of a bad oxygen sensor that most drivers ignore, until it's too late. Because after this video, you won't just save your engine, you'll save your money, your time, and maybe even your health. Let's begin. 1. Your fuel tank is bleeding and you don't even see it. You refill your gas and think it's normal, but you're bleeding fuel, drop by drop. A dying O2 sensor tricks the ECU into overfueling. You're feeding your engine more than it needs, like force-feeding someone in a coma. Your miles per gallon? Dropping like a stone. You'll spend $300, $600 more per year on gas and never connect the dots. 2. You're failing emissions before you even get tested. Let's get brutally honest. If your oxygen sensor is malfunctioning, you are already an environmental criminal. You're emitting NOx, carbon monoxide, unburned fuel, all invisible poisons. Your catalytic converter can't process it all. You won't pass inspection. You'll get fined. Or worse, you'll get denied registration. You're not just failing the test, you're failing the system. 3. The check engine light? It's lying to you. The worst part? You still believe the check engine light is your friend. You wait for it. You trust it. But this is where the dark truth sets in. The O2 sensor fails in waves. Sometimes it sends partial signals, enough to avoid full detection. Your ECU compensates silently, until your catalytic converter chokes to death. By then, the light turns on. Too late. 4. The rotten egg smell is the smell of your car's organs cooking. Let's not sugarcoat it. That sulfuric, eggy exhaust? It's your car vomiting unburned fuel. That's a sign your catalytic converter is overheating, melting, dying. And the cause? The O2 sensor feeding the engine false readings. One small error in the signal and your converter burns itself alive. 5. Your engine's hesitation isn't innocent. It's starvation. Ever step on the gas and feel nothing? A pause, a delay, like your car's brain is frozen. That's not bad fuel. That's your engine starving for the correct air-fuel ratio. The O2 sensor is supposed to whisper to the ECU, more air here, less fuel there, but now it's screaming the wrong instructions. So the engine stutters, shakes, and begs for breath. And you think it's just a little lag? No. It's oxygen starvation. It's mechanical suffocation. 6. Rough idle equals your car is gasping while standing still. Let your engine idle. Feel the uneven pulses, the soft rumbles. You've normalized it. But here's the truth. A stable engine idle is a perfect balance of combustion. A dying O2 sensor throws that balance into chaos. You feel it as vibration. But what you're really witnessing is your engine crying for stability. 7. Black smoke equals internal engine corruption. Black smoke isn't smoke. It's carbon, it's fuel, it's unburned death. And once it starts flowing out of your tailpipe, it's already coating the inside of your engine, muffler, sensors, and converter. You think it's just dirty fuel? No, it's your sensor turning your engine into a furnace of waste. And the black smoke? That's the funeral pyre. 8. Misfires are not just clicks. They are engine heart attacks. Each misfire is a piston moving with no purpose, a chamber exploding at the wrong moment, an internal detonation without rhythm. And the oxygen sensor? It's the one miscounting every breath. Misfires turn smooth engines into war zones. And if it continues, it will snap rods, burn valves, and kill compression. 9. Your power is gone, but you're blaming the wrong thing. You thought it was your air filter, your spark plugs, maybe just old age. But the truth? Your oxygen sensor is misdirecting every combustion cycle. That lost horsepower isn't age, it's sabotage. You're pressing the gas, and the ECU is saying, "Too much fuel, pull it back." You're commanding power, but the sensor is stealing it. 10. Your catalytic converter is already dying. Here's the last and worst truth. If your O2 sensor has been bad for more than a few months, your catalytic converter is already compromised. The platinum core inside is melting, the honeycomb is clogging, and once it goes, you're spending $1,000 minimum because a $50 sensor was ignored. Think about that. Now that you know these 10 truths, there are only two kinds of drivers: the one who fixes the sensor and protects the engine, and the one who waits until smoke, fire, and failure force them to. Which one are you? Because now ignorance is not an option. So now you've seen it. The lies your oxygen sensor told, the warning signs your car whispered, and the truth almost no one wants to admit. Most engines die long before they're supposed to because of this one small part. But here's the part I want to hear from you. How long have you been ignoring the signs? Did you already spend money fixing the wrong part because of this? Or worse, is your catalytic converter already gone? Let's get brutally honest in the comments. Your story could wake up another driver before it's too late. If you've ever smelled that sulfur stench, if your car ever hesitated on the highway, if you ever blamed bad fuel, dirty air, or even age, maybe it was this sensor all along. Drop your car model, the symptom you're dealing with, and how long it's been happening. I'll personally be replying to as many of you as I can, because if one person catches this early, this video saved an engine, maybe even a life. And if you found this video dark but brutally helpful, like it, share it. Let people know the oxygen sensor isn't just another part, it's the one thing standing between a clean engine and total mechanical collapse. This wasn't just a video, this was a way